Still not. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Healthy Cooking Recipe with Ravi. I work with the volunteer at YMCA, and this is part of YMCA Spring Expo. So today we will be making a vegetarian Indian dish. It's called paneer, paneer and vegetable mix. It's a curry. The paneer is a like very kind of like a fancy dish. It's not every day, but it's a really good source of protein. So it's used um, the paneer to make paneer back home in India. In North India, we use cow or buffalo milk. The little bit of history I was looking up for paneer. It actually comes from Persia and Afghanistan. So it's a Turkish word, paneer, as in means pig. So that was very exciting to know. And a lot of India has a lot of vegetarian recipes. Part of the reason is we a lot of Indian the Eastern religion like Hinduism, Sikhism, or Buddhism, they all kind of advocate for the vegetarianism. So, but like we use milk, eggs, that is commonly used, and also geographically, it's easier to kind of grow a lot of vegetables and a lot of lentils and stuff. So they're a good source of protein. Milk is readily available in India, so it's not a problem to make paneer. So let's begin. He already put in the recipe all the ingredients. I wish everybody has them ready to go, so you can cook along. There. So I have chopped up some garlic here, and I have some two red onions, some tomatoes. I'll be chopping right when I make the curry. I'm using this ginger paste today. I didn't have ginger. I have cumin seeds, turmeric powder. I have some. This is for the a powder like a masala mix. So you don't have to use this. This is optional. And I have already cut bell peppers, like multicolored, so it's a nice pretty color. And I'm using ghee for oil. Like I already had made this morning. I'm really excited about that. Ghee is a really good protein for the body, so I use a lot of ghee for my cooking. Also, if you can use, I'm just getting something to stir with. Also, if you like it spicy, I'm using this hot red pepper, or you can use paprika. So that's an option too. I'm just gonna find my paprika. I will use both because I like it spicy. Sorry, this was the coriander powder. If you have it, great. If not, that's okay too. And this is the garam masala. So this is a mix of whole spices. There's a lot of spices in there. If you have it, you can use it too. This is you can easily find it from Oasis or other Indian stores. I got it from Roanoke, and this is called garam masala. So that makes everything the curry. It makes curry spicy and smoky. So I like that. Okay, let's begin. Sorry, 1 second. And I've already made my paneer. My paneer is in the fridge. I'll show how it looks. I made it this morning. I wrapped up my paneer in a towel like this. So how do you make a paneer? Make paneer? It's like you boil milk in a pot. When it comes to boil, you add a little bit of vinegar in it for like 2 liter of milk. If it comes to boil, you can add 2 cups of vinegar. So that kind of separates the milk fat from the water, and you left with the chunks of paneer. This is that can be strained. I mean, I'm just using this. I just use this towel or like a kitchen towel to strain the water uh, uh, from the water paneer from the rest of the water. So I'm just gonna show you how it looks. Got very hard. I like it like so that you can make kind of few. You will get it in like chunks like this. So I'm going to cut it after. We won't need it right away. Let's make the tadka. It's called tadka. Beginning in the beginning when you are making the paste or like a sauce, the tomato sauce, and then we add the peppers. We cook the peppers and then add the paneer in the end. So let's begin with the process. So I'm going to cut these onions long. If somebody is cooking along, that's great. We're gonna have fun. And I'll cut all the ingredients and then I'll change the camera angle to my pot when I'm frying everything. All right. Um, Let me cut the tomatoes as well so we have everything ready before we go to the cooking part. Just dice your tomatoes and split the square parts using a very ripe tomato. We have tomatoes, mediumly sliced in square pieces. We have long cut onion. We have some garlic. We have some ginger paste here. All right, let's go start cooking. I'm going to here. All right, I'm going to use a wooden to get some ghee that I made earlier. It's about 4 spoons. It's a good fat, so I don't hesitate to put a little extra. It's really good for your body. It's really good for your metabolism. So if you want to know how to make a ghee, maybe in the next episode of Cooking with Ravi, we'll show that. So we are just melting the ghee here. On a medium heat. So it doesn't burn. When the ghee is melted, I'm adding some cumin seeds to it. Cumin seeds. You can get them from I think any grocery store to carry these now. So 2 tablespoons. We're just going to roast them lightly, you will have a very, very beautiful aroma coming out of it. Ghee and cumin seeds together. And then I'm going to add my garlic. I'll add ginger paste later. I roasted my cumin seeds for about a minute. The ghee was warm, hot. Now, the time to roast the garlic, just lightly roast it. All right. It'll be light brown. Then we're gonna add our onions. I had two medium-sized onions. I used red onion in here. I'm cooking it at high heat because I am right here. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm stirring fast so it won't burn. And I'll give it a the in India we used to cook it on the fire, so they have a really yummy, crunchy, smoky taste. Here it won't be the same, of course, because we're cooking on electric heat, but if you're right there and stirring it the whole time, you can kind of keep the heat high at this point while you caramelize your onion. I have a secret ingredient for the, I think I mentioned it in the recipe. That is somewhat unconventional, but my sister-in-law taught me that trick, and it makes it so yummy. I'll show you what it is in a bit. And you will have it in your fridge to serve. It was there in the original recipe that I shared. The onions are caramelizing nicely. It's a nice day, so I leave my windows open. I don't have my exhaust fan on because you guys won't be able to hear me. So just leaving the window open. The aroma's out. So you don't have to make it like fully brown. They're like um light kind of reddish color. That's fine. We're gonna keep them a little crunchy. We don't want to cook them too much. So we're gonna add the tomatoes at this point. Two medium-sized tomatoes. Stir it. Now it's time for us to add our spices. Just gonna get a spoon. Let's start. Actually, let's add a ginger paste in here. In the beginning. Let's put that new bottle. It's about 2 spoons, 1 spoon, 1 tablespoon. All right. And some paprika, half a tablespoon. Again, you can make it according to your taste. If you like it spicy, you can add more. Paprika is not that spicy anyway. So I'm adding half a spoon of garam masala. If you don't have it, that's okay. Half a tablespoon of turmeric powder. Half a tablespoon of coriander powder. And this is optional. I have a hot chili pepper that I'm adding. Half a quarter, or yeah, this quarter tablespoon is fine. This is very hot. Stir well. I'm gonna add salt too. Some salt. I'm adding full tablespoon. One and a half. Quite a bit of food. There we go. Stir well. Look how colorful it is. I'm gonna slowly marinate all the spices in there. Yeah, takes a little bit of time to make all the to marinate all the spices with the vegetables. Maybe about 2 minutes. I can clean up meanwhile. Just my spices away. Then we'll add bell peppers too. And for that, our secret ingredient. Stirring. I'm using a pot with a thick bottom so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the spices. All right, is it time for our secret ingredient? I believe so. And it's the ketchup. Just a little bit. I am adding about a cup of ketchup. It's gonna give it a beautiful color. Ketchup and the paneer go together like nothing else. It's just beautiful, the combination. So you guys must have heard of paneer pakoda, but it's like the pakoras made out of paneer, and you eat them with ketchup or like chili sauce. They taste really good. This is how it looks so far. I'm gonna cook it a little more. All right. I think that the spices are kind of marinated in there. And we add bell peppers. going to mix them well with the sauce. The sauce is called tadka in my language. Tadka in Punjabi. With the spices, onion, garlic, ghee mix, tadka. And all right, it's gonna take a few minutes. And meanwhile, what we can do is we can cut up our paneer into pieces. I'll take my camera to this side. Right, it's time for my favorite part. If you leave the paneer, if I made this paneer earlier, so it came out in chunks. That's what I like. So you can cut it into small pieces. You can also just make it right away, but the only problem will be it'll be very hot. It won't be like so like together. It won't hold itself together, so it'll be like little shreds like this. If you use it, make it and use it in your curry right away. That's okay. I've done that too. Not a problem. It won't do anything to the taste, but the texture will be different. Right now, it's the texture is like uh, really amazing, and it'll be wonderful when all the spices can coat this like paneer on its own. You can just eat it right now. It's so delicious. And when all the spices are gonna coat this, it's gonna be heavenly. The paneer you get it from the store. It comes in a square brick. Um, has more precise pieces you can cut, but I love the homemade one because it tastes better and it's fresh. I'm gonna put the heat on medium and keep cooking the bell peppers until they're tender. This paneer is like almost cooked. So when we put the paneer, then we don't have to cook it. This is my perfect piece right here. We don't have to cook it too much. Just heat it so the spices can get on it for about a minute and a half, maximum 2 minutes. There's some pieces. Right. Let's see how our bell peppers are doing. They're cooking nicely. They say eat your colors, so we are eating lots of colors today. I'm just gonna turn the heat higher. Stove is full, so it's not very high heat. I wanna keep stirring the peppers so they cook nice and smoky on the high heat. The peppers are not ready yet. Let's keep cooking. What is your favorite Indian dish? Let us know. Okay, still needs some heat, some cooking. In India, growing up, we ate a lot of lentils. They were very easily available everywhere. So, and they're a really good source of protein and iron. Um, so that's what we ate on daily basis. And how we cooked was on a slow heat. It's called hari, and it's like an oven made out of clay. And they put the cow dung, and when it's burnt, it's a very slow heat in the end. Um, so the lentils are cooked on that, and then it's eaten with flat bread, homemade flat bread made out of wheat. Um, and paneer was not that like that, as we said earlier. It's a little bit of fancier thing. So when the guests came over, we had paneer, or when we went to the weddings, we had paneer. It's like, kind of like a delicacy, um, but I love it so much. My kids love it so much. This is a good way to feed them lots of vegetables. Um, what I'm going to do on the side for this dish is I will make some brown rice, and I have made some lentils dal. I'll show that to you too. So I'll add, and I've made um, a raita. It's like a mixed yogurt with vegetables. And there is my dal already cooked. It's just boiled lentils with some vegetables and spices. And this is my yummy yummy paneer. It's still cooking, and I'll show you my raita. It's a stuffed yogurt. Meanwhile, while we're working on that, so this I use Greek yogurt a lot. In India, we used to make homemade yogurt. I do that sometime, but Greek yogurt has more protein, so I'll try to look for healthier options. I added some milk to it, and then I added paprika, cilantro, um, cucumbers, really thinly sliced cucumbers, so you can grind them too. Um, onions and cherry tomatoes, and it's delicious. I added in like everything, all the like when I'm eating rice, you can just eat it with the rice like this and have enough protein for a meal. But you can also add it in your rice with other with lentils, or like when you're eating paneer. So wonderful. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take pepper out and see if it's enough. It has to be like fully cooked or almost cooked. Hmm, it's good. With a little bit of crunch to it, that's okay because we're gonna cook it for 1 or 2 minutes. And let's add our paneer. Paneer loves spice. Paneer loves the tadka, loves the sauce. going to marry it, going to mix with it so nicely. Ah, delicious. This is what our paneer looks like now. I'll show you. Oh, doesn't that look great? Are you missing it now if you're not cooking along? Yeah, it's mouth watering, delicious, and healthy. If you have uh, gas stove, it's even better. It has a higher heat, and if you're right there, you can stir it very quickly, and then the bell peppers and the onions get really smoky. When I go back to India, I'll cook it on fire. Fire, probably. It's usually made in a kadai, with your saucepan.
Rav, I have a question.
Yeah.
So the onion, if you had higher heat, would you want to caramelize it, meaning it would be like a brownish color?
No,
Or
if you want to take them to that point, because you want a little bit of crunch to them. So my onions were like they went from dark red to kind of lighter red, and they were still crunchy. You can feel they still had some substance to them. They were not all like brown. Yeah.
oh, okay. So you don't want them to be brown like
When you cook it on the high heat, the point is yeah, you don't have to turn them brown. You just quick them,
the fried crunchy
yeah,
the
just
way
a
you
bit
showed
crunchy.
us.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I think it's our yummy, yummy paneer is ready. I'm missing one ingredient. I don't have coriander. Some people, my son, he doesn't like coriander, so sometimes I don't use it. But I'm going to turn the heat off. So you can cut the coriander and in small pieces and just add that nice flavor. It will add nice flavor to it, and it will look really great. Because these are such beautiful yellow, red, all the colors, and then you add green coriander to it. It's freshly picked coriander. It's just amazing. So I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm going to find my cover. We need to just leave it on the heat so that the steam can kind of keep everything together and make like marinate the thing even better. So we're gonna leave it before you eat. I recommend making all the Indian dishes. I find when you make them in the when you cook them, they are better if you cook them earlier because it takes some time, like chili, right? Like if you cook them and leave it overnight, next day it tastes better. So what I do, I cook all my Indian curries and lentils in the morning before I take a shower. Also, like cook all the stuff gets into the clothes. If you have time in the morning, so that if you cook them then and leave them all day and warm up before you eat, and just slightly warm up because we're gonna have warm weather anyway. So just slightly warm them up and they taste much better. Yeah. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope you guys enjoyed the session and hopefully we'll meet soon.
Thank you, Rav. I wonder if anybody has questions for Rav about this or other Indian dishes. And you said in the description that you typically would eat it with rice or bread. So,
Buy at Oasis or I'm not sure, maybe other places too. They sell um, like the naan in a package. They're at the very back. And so you can buy them. I like onion naans, and you can just warm them up on the skillet, and just if you just eat it like this, it's great. Or I also like it to eat it with the brown rice or even the other basmati rice. That's really it. That.
Yes, thank you very much, Rav. I don't know if anybody has any questions. I think we will be replaying this. You can go back and check how Rav was cooking if you weren't cooking along and you want to do it tomorrow. So you just go to the schedule and click on the healthy Indian cooking. You'll be able to see it again. So if anybody doesn't have any questions, we'll end here. Thank you very much, Rav, and I look forward to tasting this lovely dish.
Yeah, thank you. You can come over, Dina.
Sure.
Everybody
Thank
can
you.
come over. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.